Hello and welcome to What's on the Shelf. I'm your host Jen, and today we're doing a little fun unboxing because it's Wednesday and Wednesday is when we unbox stuff. So, as you can see on the lovely table over here, we have a bunch of Leader Games stuff. Essentially, I've been a huge fan of Leader Games since their first game. And I was lucky enough, I think it was 2019, to work with the company at one of their the conventions. It was PAX Unplugged, I believe, was the first PAX Unplugged they did, and I had a great time with them. I had fun explaining Root. Root became a fan favorite of mine. It always hits the table when I can get groups to sit down and play. And yeah, so I'm really excited to do the unboxings for the expansions. I also actually have the cloth mats as well for the game. I think there was like 4 in total that I ended up picking up, and I really love the way they look and everything. So that was definitely something that I had put there. And I love Crystal Caverns. I also backed or kickstarted, Vast Manor, which is something I will unbox another night. I figured this was enough of a pile to go through tonight. It's going to be about an hour-long show tonight with everything we have here, because there's a bunch of different components and stuff we'll be showing off. And then there's also Fort, which is a deck building game that looks hilariously cute, and I couldn't wait to get it on the table. It was something that hit the store, I want to say late last year, and it was definitely something I wanted to play. So let's just get straight into the unboxing and see what we've got going on. So I will take some of the stuff down from the table. Do not mind the wobbliness of the table. It is old, but it's still good. So for the expansions that we have, Siri was trying to talk to me. We have the Vagabond pack. We have the resin clearing area markers. Whoop, this way. And then we have the Clockwork expansion. We have the Riverfolk expansion. And then we have the Underworld expansion. Now I believe it goes base game, Riverfolk expansion, Underground expansion, Clockwork expansion, and then the extra goodies. So we're going to open them up in that order. And I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's almost the weekend. Let's flip over to our live screen. There we go. So, let's see what we've got in the box. So, inside the box, base game is required. Riverfolk expansion adds 2 new factions, 2 new vagabonds, and new exciting game modes. So, we got the Lizard Cult, Riverfolk Company, and the Second Vagabond, and cooperative. Oh, mechanical cat. Huh. Each game includes the following. So this was made, this was the first edition, 4th printing, 2019 edition of the game. I know that they've done bundles at this point, and they've done a bunch of other things as well. Note, I did bring a knife this time. There we go. I was working with some wax earlier this week, and I got a little bit of wax on that knife. This plays 4 to 6 players, is good for ages 10 and up, and plays in about 60 to 90 minutes. As always, I keep forgetting a bag for my plastic. I'm gonna have to clean up eventually. Alright, so let's get down to it and see what we've got in this box. So we've got the rule book, the Learn to Play book. Not too bad. Looks pretty self-explanatory. It's not too complicated. We've got some tokens. We've got the lizard cult. We've got the mechanical cats. Do they have two sides? They do have two sides. Does this one have two sides? This has setup rules. And then we have the second Vagabond. I enjoy playing the Vagabond. The Vagabond is definitely one of the races or factions in the first game I really enjoyed. You've got your setup stuff. We've got the Riverfolk Company. They look adorable. I just want to squeeze them. Also, if you do not know, today was the launch date for the new RPG of Root. It's kind of why I'm doing the stream tonight, because I was in the mood to open up this stuff, because I'm like, I want to get the RPG so badly, but I will pick it up later this month. So in here, you've got the two factions. Whatever this thing is. It might be something for the mechanical dude. We've got the Riverfolk Meeples. And then we've got... I'm not sure if it's a sad raccoon or what, but he's adorable. I have to say that one of my favorite features of the first game that I got with my box, or with my version of the game, was I have a defective cat person who looks like he got banged up really badly in war, so it's just perfect for the game. We also have some cards in here. Riverfolk can only change... Oh, these are additional cards. So you've got additional Vagabond cards and then some additional regular cards with some reminders on how to play the Vagabond, the Riverfolk, and the Lizard Cult. I want to see how these guys are. I'm going to open these up. Oh, they're adorable looking. They're so cute. I could probably fit all of the expansions into one box at some point. So I'm just going to drop these guys in here so they don't go everywhere. Wow, these guys look mean. Oh, there is a little bit of a defect on one of them. You can see that the paint job on one of them was a little bit, didn't get fully painted. But these are super cute too, like, they're all so tiny. They're gonna eat your peoples, maybe. I don't know what the mechanic is for the lizard cult at this point. I have not played it. Well, I could fit them. No, I'll fit the cards in that one. And then this one has a little, I believe he's the Vagabond. That's what I would assume him to be. But he's so cute. Or maybe he's the mechanical cat. Let's see, does it show me the meeples on the character things? Just gonna drop those in there. Put the cards in this one. Let's see. Will the cards fit in here is the question. Yes, they will. So we'll keep the cards in there for now. Let's see. Do they show the meeple? It doesn't look like it. Ah, he's one. That is the Vagabond, the new Vagabond. So we'll plop him in there. So these we can get out. We can get rid of. We don't need the additional plastics. Put that over here for now. All right, let's see. Let's pop out these here. So these have, they have the tokens for the original crew as well. Attention, additional buildings and tokens have been included for future scenarios. Oh, that's cool. Thinking ahead, thinking ahead. Now, I wonder how the expansion triggers in play, because I know with the original you had to kind of play with the ones or the factions you had, but now that you have 2 new factions, does this mean this game can play up to, well, it definitely plays more than 4 now, and because the box said so to start with. So there must be a way to incorporate turn play, how the lizard folk, or the river folk and the lizard cultists do stuff. I'll probably end up splitting up the tokens and the meeples and that later on when I have more space or more understanding of how much space this stuff is going to take. I'm still in the mind frame of I really like keeping all the original boxes, but my space is becoming more and more limited. So we'll have to see. So that's everything. Those popped out really nicely. So if you have any questions in the audience, please feel free to ask your questions. I will make sure to keep an eye out on the chat as much as possible. So that's everything in this box. So again, we get 2 new factions plus an additional vagabond and the mechanical cat. Oh, okay, and it shows you here that you can play a cooperative campaign mode, cooperative play scenarios, or you can just play the base game. Huh, that's really, really cool. That's very cool. So, oh, we've got something that's sticking up. What's sticking up in here? It's probably all the meeples. Yes. I'm gonna throw them out a little bit. There we go. That should set that all up. Why am I having trouble with this now? There we go. And that's everything in the River Folk expansion box. So next we're gonna head right into the Underworld expansion. So requires base game. Ooh, has more maps in it. So you've got the Underground Duchy and the Carnival Suspicion Conspiracy. Then play on the mountain map or the lake map. Oh, so this comes with new maps as well. So let's get my trusty knife out here. And get right to it. So this plays 2 to 6 players. So this doesn't have a solo mode in it. So if you were to purchase this with the base game, you do not get a solo mode. There we go. So let's get right into the box. So we've got the how to play. Gives you the example, how things work. And it gives you the examples of play. The law of root. So this is a more in-depth guide to how to play the game. Win conditions, things like that. It is very detailed. It's very handy to have if you're very new to playing the game. There's a lot of how-to play videos now that really help out when playing this game, so you might not need this necessarily, but it's always good to have. And it's not too long. It's only 16 pages. Ooh, so we got a new map. That's two-sided. Ooh, those are pretty. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show the whole thing on screen. Ooh, this is actually... Nope, it's just as big as the original. Ugh. So, don't know if it'll fit all on screen. I don't think so. So let's try and do a different angle. Ugh. Whoop. So it's fairly big. It's a large map. I don't want to damage it either, so I will not try and be too creative with showing it off. But it's a very large map. It takes up all the space. This doesn't have the clearing markers on it, though, like the original game does. That's very interesting. So we got a new map that comes with this one. Put the map over here. We've got the nice little tokens to go with it. We've got one player board. There we go. So we've got the Carnivet Conspiracy. They look like they do a lot of bombs. So again, they have, it's two-sided to give you setup and how they work. And then you have the Underground Duchy, which seems like they have their own warriors, ministry. And that's the two boards in this. Ooh, I love the meeples. I will pop that out afterwards. Let's check out the meeples. So you've got a set of cards. That are going to be difficult with me tonight. Where's my trusty knife? There we go. So we've got the information cards. We've got different ministry of the moles. Ooh, we got new dice in this one too. I wonder if they play differently for something. We got a bag for the cards, I think. Well, I'm going to use them for the tokens for this one, since there's some tokens. So let's see. We don't need the plastic. So these guys are the purple guys, the purple faction. Let them come out and play this way. So they kind of look like the birds, but not really. They've got their own crazy look to them. And then we have some, I'm guessing these will be gold pieces that you can use in the game. Something to do with one of the factions. You gotta keep the shinies. Probably to do with the moles. What's these? Oh, so you got a raft you can use in the lakeside one. And this looks like it's some kind of defense tower. We'll put those back in their little box. And we've got some nice hefty dice. Ooh, they're nice too. I was going to be really sad if I rolled double zeros. But no, I didn't. I got a 0 and a 2. And then we've got all the little mole peoples. Mole peoples! I will free you from the bag. They look adorable. They're so cute looking. So that's all the little components in this, other than the pop out. So let's do the pop out. Extra plot tokens. Okay. that little Ziploc bag. Just gonna put those in the right spots. There we go. I don't know what these do. I guess we'll find out when we play with the expansion. So we'll just put them somewhere here for now. Since that won't fit in there. I hope you are enjoying the groovy music. You should be able to see the attachments on screen. I'm not sure if it connected properly, but I'm using a streaming service to stream this music. It's all royalty free. Alright, so that's all of the little cutout pieces. This can go over there into my pile of stuff I need to recycle at some point. And that's everything in this box. So yes, quite a lot going on there. We've got a map with new sides. 2 sides to it. We've got some additional rules. But that's everything inside the Root Underworld expansion. So let's head to the next one. So this one is, sorry, my headphones got stuck there. It's 1 to 4 players, good for ages 10 and up, plays in 60 to 90 minutes. So this is the Clockwork expansion. So the Clockwork expansion allows players to square off against 4 fiendish automated factions. Insert a faction to round out a low player count game or team up for co-op play. Need base box. You've got, so there's the 2.0 version of the cat. You've got the Electric Eerie, the Automated Alliance, and Vagabot. That's really cool. So this suspension is all about just being able to fill in for different players. So if you like playing with 4 players, but you only have 2 or 3, you can add one of these guys into the party to play in the mix. Now this is only the base game heroes or factions. This doesn't include the expansion characters or expansion factions, which I'm not sure if they're focusing on doing that right now or not. I will have to question. There we go. So in the book we have the law of that is such a good pun. I love it. The law of root botnets. So it explains how all of the setups would set up properly with these taking over the placement of other things. So inside you've got the cat version, the Eerie, the Vagabot, and the Automated Alliance. Oh, so there's no miniatures for these. It is just straight up the character cards, because you do have them in the base game. I was hoping for some really cool, like, robotic little meeples. Oh well. And we got a set of cards for the faction, or how to automate them. So Blitz, Fortify, Iron Will, Hospitality, Easy. Ooh, okay, so they have a bunch of different functionalities. So depending on how you set stuff up, how you want to play, it will do certain actions on your turns, or on their turns automatically. That's really cool. It must have taken them a lot of playtesting to get this right. So you have the Thief, the Thinker, and the Ranger. And then we have some, I guess these are trackers for turns, maybe, or points. I guess you'd have to find out and read, or join us for a live play of this. So that was all the tokens. We're going to just toss those back into the little plastic bag with the cards, since there seems to be plenty enough space for all of that. Yeah, plenty of space. Nope, didn't seal all the way. Voila. So that's everything inside this box. So this again was the Root Clockwork expansion. Now you know what you get in the box. Which for this one, I think they could have done a smaller box, or like, I don't know, because they have large player boards, so maybe not. Oh, I'm getting caught on my headphones again. So next, we have the smaller things from Root. We have the resin clearing markers. Make your woodland beautiful and more visible with the resin clearing markers. Contains 12 resins. Requires base game. Let's use my handy knife again. There we go. Get started. Let's see. Come on, give me the things inside. Voila. So inside we should have these really nice markers. So they're all, oh, there is a plastic on top of it. Oh, okay, that's really cool. So you have a resin printed version of the little things, so you can clearly see what each clearing has allocated to it. So you've got the rabbits, the little foxes, and you've got the mice. There we go. That's all of that there. So these just help it make it more visible on the map who's got which location, because there are certain things you can do differently depending on abilities and whatnot in those locations. Next, for Root, we have the Vagabond expansion. So dash and slash with the Ronin, quest more with the Adventurer, fly free with the Ares. Contains seven wooden meeples and 3 Vagabond cards. And let's see what we've got there. Did I get it? I did get it. Haha. Let's remove this from the table. Voila. So let's see what we've got in here. They look super cute. Some of them look even super derpy. Is there any tape on these? No, there isn't. So there was one we couldn't see his face. Oh, they're so cool looking. So just to give you a better view. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. They're super cute. Oh, we have additional... Okay, so these are the different cards you can get in here. I won't open this up because it's got little components within and I don't want to lose any of the components. I could probably just place the components with the meeples actually, since there's a plastic on it. Let's do that. Is there a little... It's just sealed. There we go. So you've got the Adventurer, You've got the Ronin. And you've got the Harry. And then you got some additional little pieces, which we will try and make sure they stay just underneath someone. Oh no, do they not fit? It might be a tight fit, but we will make it work. Yes, there we go. Put the cards in first, and then put the container in. There we go. Everyone fits nicely into their box. Perfect. Ta-da! So that is all of the root expansions that I currently have. I do not believe I am missing any currently. There might be some special stuff that I missed along the way that were convention exclusives or things like that, but I'm getting stuck on my headphones again. But other than that, I don't think I'm missing anything. So next up, we're going to get to the exciting fort, because I want to play this so badly with people. It looks so much fun. And I also have the Cats and Dogs expansion. So we're going to start with the base game and go from there. So this is a 2 to 4 player game, plays ages 10 and up, and it's good for 20 to 40 minutes. So this is definitely a faster game. I'm going to use my trusty knife again. Kids, don't do this at home without supervision, please. And there we go. We're off and running. So let's give a little description here. Fort is a deck building game for 2 to 4 players with a twist. You're a kid. And like many kids, you've grown your circle of friends, grabbed a bunch of pizza and toys, and build the best fort. But drafting and playing cards, you'll take actions on your turn, but your cards also let you copy the other players' actions on their turns. Will you devote yourself to your own purpose or follow the leader? Sounds very interesting. Unfortunately, when I moved, the box got dented. There we go. So the overview. So we've got a nice size manual here to go over all the steps in setup. I have a feeling I'm gonna love the artwork. I mean, I've loved all the artwork from Leader Games. They have an amazing artist on staff. He actually drew one of my Munchkin cards for me, for my my what's it called? Sketch edition of Munchkin. So it's only 16 pages long. Doesn't seem that bad. Wow, these look cool. Like it's slotted so you can put stuff in. Wonder what Death does. So so this is your yard. Your best friend. Okay. So does everyone have different best friends? Yes. Oh. Okay, so each character or each yard has different people who have different best friends. It's listed on the back here. They're so cool looking. It's just amazing what they did with the playboard. And then you've got the park. Your victory track. Complete the final round and end the game when any of the other conditions are met. Any player reaches 25 points on the track. Any player advances to fort level 5. The park deck is out of cards. Very cool. Then we have reference cards. It's always good to have. They're large and in charge. More meeples! So there's pizza meeples, there's toy meeples, there's one that's a skateboard, 2 that are skateboard, one that has a flag on it. So let's get a couple of these meeples out here. I think these are the character meeples. Because there's... Oh, okay, there's 2 for each character, I think. So, just to give you a view of how these meeples look. A little bit of a better view. But they're super cute. So there's quite a few of those. And then of course the main component of the game, the building of your fort. Oh, there's teeny tiny cards too hiding. So there, oh, there's a riptie. I love ripties. There we go. It makes my life so much easier. I will probably end up sleeving these cards because it is a drafting game. That's just my opinion. But the quality of the cards are very nice. So let's see. We've got Ace. So you're going to have different people that give you different things. I think these are like, maybe they're factions? I'm not sure. Again, I haven't played the game yet. I will have to read the rules to see what's going on. But they're so cool looking. Aww. My friend showing me their artwork they've been working so hard on. That expression is relatable. Ghost. Prince. Tiny. Oh, she's adorable. Or they're adorable. I'm not quite sure. Golden boy. Oh, wow. So there's like really interesting like victory condition stuff too on cards. So I'm guessing you have different factions stuff that will happen. But again, I'll have to read the rules and see how it plays. This looks really interesting. And again, the artwork is just amazing. I'm in love with the artwork. So that's that set of cards. And then there's these little cards here. They have different colored backs. So let's see. Macaroon Sculpture. When you take this card, finish the round, then end the game. At the end of the game, you get an additional 4 points. Okay, so these looks like they're conditions of things you can do that would end up happening during the game. They're perks. First player token. Made up rules. I love it. You know, when you're a kid, you're always changing the rules. And even in board games that you're playing with your parents and they'd allow you. That's adorable. That's super cute. Alright, so that's everything in the box. But I won't close the box up because we do have the cat and dog expansion that I'm just going to put straight into this box because it looks like there's room for it already. So, Fort, Cats and Dog expansion. Let's do this. Oh, there's a riptie on the box. Oh, you think of everything Leader Games. Let's go. There we go. Plastic is gone. Alright. Oh, there seems to be some cardboard components. Oh, and there's teeny tiny cards too. So, you've begged and pleaded with your parents and finally it's time to get a pet. This expansion to Fort adds 2 modules. Cats and dogs. You can use one or both. That's really cool. So there are... Oh, they got little dog houses! Okay, so we're gonna move this over this way. So there's dog houses. That's so cute. They're little pop-ups. So we'll just pop them out. There we go. All of those are done. So you got little dog houses that join. Do they fit in there? They do not. Bummer. There's a little rule book that comes with the expansion to explain the modules and so on. We'll just add that there. And then we have the lovely set of cards here. So, You've got Dover, Hershey, Echo, Fluffers, Squeakers, Pumpkin, who likes pizza, Ranger, Grover, I think, Pork Chop, Barkley. Oh, they're so cute. Loki. So I only see dogs here. Where are the cats? That was only dogs. I'm reading them right? Yeah, those were all the dogs. Where'd I put the bag? 18 dog cards, 4 dog houses. Okay, the small cards. The small cards are gonna be the cats, it looks like. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, they've got like tunas on them. So, scavenger. Okay, so they give you win conditions, bandits, or perks. They're so cute. Look at the fluffy ball. Aww. So they all give you little different abilities and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna leave. Pretty sure I can. They didn't make this deep enough to add the additional cards to it. Maybe, let's see. Can I stretch the packaging just enough without damaging cards? Nope, not taking the chance. That's okay, we can just add them back to this. And in all honesty, I should be able to just put these cards back in here, like so. Maybe put 1 or 2 over on this side, since it's a little higher up now that I've taken things out of plastics. But I should be able to put all this back in here, including the rule book and the dog houses. Maybe take out the little guy first and put the dog houses first. Yeah, that works better. And put this here. And you can just seal that all up and put it right there. Ta-da! Fix that problem. And then we add the additional labels and stuff back here. And that's everything in the box. It fits nicely with the expansion. Put that in there and the rule books go straight back in. And that's everything in the box for Fort. Ta-da! So thank you so much, guys, for joining us tonight. I hope you had fun unboxing stuff with me. I had fun unboxing things with you. And in the near future, we're hoping to get some live playthroughs of things that we've unboxed getting going, along with a bunch of other stuffs as well. So make sure to follow us on all our social medias and stuff like that. Next week, I'm not sure how I'm going to be streaming Unboxing Wednesdays, because I'm leaving on a jet plane. I'm taking a little bit of a vacation away from the norm, and we'll see what ends up happening. If I do end up streaming, it will most likely be at the same time as today, just at a different location, a different table as it is. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time at the table. My name's Jen. See you around, guys. Have a good evening.